Chapter 1. You are listening at FameTV.info. What? My sister has eloped with her girlfriend. Girlfriend. Su Yangyi shouted out with his eyes wide open in shock. A few minutes ago, as soon as he heard that his sister had eloped with her girlfriend, he immediately rushed into the bride rest room and saw his father Su Jing sitting on the sofa with great anxiety. It was like a bolt from the blue. Is Su Nuanyuan lesbian? Why didn't I know? No, that's not the point now. Dad, then who will marry He Jingyan in the wedding hall since my sister is not here? That's exactly what I'm worried about. He Jingyan, born in a family of military, is a famous colonel, so we can't afford to offend him. If he knows it, we will get into hot water. Su Jing couldn't help having cold sweats, even earnestly wishing to die. My daughter Nuanyuan. You are actually pushing me into great danger. Oh my God. What am I supposed to do? Su Jing was terribly anxious but had no idea. At this point, he suddenly glanced over at Su Yangyi, and his eyes got bright as if he found a life-saving solution. However, Su Yangyi didn't notice that and frowned. So why did you agree on this marriage before having asked my sister's opinions? Now you see. She eloped with someone else. But it is weird enough. Su Nuanyuan is the person who is extremely afraid of facing a stranger, so why did she get such great courage to elope with another person? And that person is even a woman. Now, Yangyi, you are the only one who can save me. No, save our whole family, said Su Jing. He grabbed Su Yangyi's hands with tears filled up in his eyes. What? Xianjiai was quite confused. Save our whole family. How? Do you expect me to fight against them? That's not that difficult, but how long can we hide? Moreover, the He family is so wealthy and powerful. As long as you put on your sister's wedding dress, you can replace her to go to the wedding hall. You are twins anyway, so you have identical figures and appearances, even I can't distinguish you two sometimes, so it will definitely work. Before hearing Su Yangyi's response, he turned to the makeup artist who had been waiting beside, saying, get a move on. Help him make up right now. Time is nearly up. The reason why Su Jing made such an abrupt decision was not that he was mad, but that Su Yangyi actually was even prettier than a woman. He had delicate but outstanding features, smart and clear eyes, slim body shape with a wild and unruly character of a young boy, so it was absolutely not a problem. Su Yangyi was shocked and bewildered, and after he realized what had happened, he almost freaked out. Dad, are you out of your mind? How can I replace my sister to go to the wedding hall to get married? You must be kidding me. What's more, put on the wedding dress. Oh God, I am a man. It's not the time to talk about this. You just have the artist make up for you now. We cannot afford and delay. Su Jing patted Su Yangyi's bottom, urging him in an anxious voice. I said no. Why don't you do that instead? Why does it have to be me? I'm begging you, Yangyi. You wouldn't hope to see that I would be accused of marital fraud at such an old age and spend the rest of my life in prison, right? Before Su Yangyi got to finish his words, Su Jing was wiping his tears, pretending to cry hard. Seeing this, Su Yangyi twitched the corner of his mouth. Believe it or not, I could kick you out from the 15th floor. Su Yangyi didn't buy it because he was already used to it, for his dad always had tears in his eyes like this whenever he encountered trouble. Knowing that his tears didn't work, Su Jing gritted his teeth and ran to the windows. Okay, I am going to see your dead mom in heaven now, and tell her that how disobedient you, bullying me, such an honest man. Su Jing was at desperation and risking his life. However, Su Yangyi just proudly raised his lips and crossed his hands on his chest. Go ahead. I would bury your body later. He also made a gesture for please without any worry about it. It turned out that Su Yangyi was right as Su Jing plaintively turned back. Are you really not worried about me jumping off of the building? Not at all. Because I know you don't have the gut. You are even afraid of killing a chicken, let alone kill yourself. So hilarious. However, at the moment, someone was knocking upon the door. I'm the butler of the He family. May I ask that if the bride get well prepared? My young master has already arrived. Hearing the voice of the butler, both of them were startled and instinctively looked into each other's eyes. But before the two panicky men replied, the sound of dignified footsteps came from outside the door. Then, an attractive voice from a man was heard, "Butler, you can go ahead with your stuff." The butler turned back to see his young master and then lowered his head in respect. "Yes, young master." After indifferently seeing the butler going away, He Jingyan looked at the door with his black and sharp eyes which looked like an eagle. His well-ironed military uniform showed his great dignity and integrity, along with his handsome and virile features. He was like a prairie wolf, exuding the smell of danger. At this moment, there was a faint smile in his face, and he muttered, "I do expect to see what great advantages the wife chosen for me by my dad has." Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.